Sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants, sometimes all it takes is a gentle touch, a gentle word, a light brush of her lips, the warmth of her breath on the nape of his neck, a gaze, a pondering glance, a timid smile, a wonderance. Sometimes all it takes is a quiet walk down the evening street, the mist floating about the streetlights, sometimes holding hands, sometimes his hand lightly on the small of her back, directing traffic at the crossroads of her brilliance, her strength, and her lovely ass. The two of them glancing into windows, other people in love tipping a glass at tables outfitted with white linen tablecloths and small candles. A whisper up close, a slight nod of the head, a slight point of the finger. Hey, isn't that cute? Isn't that nice? Isn't that the way the world should be? Yes, isn't that the way the world should be? Sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants. Sometimes all it takes is that grin and shake of the head, that closing of the eyes, imagining, projecting her words onto his eyelid theater, words into story, story into reliving. But that lady, she was a bitch, with her big old truck and that rhinestone steering wheel and her big old hair. She almost ran me over. I pulled up beside her. I flipped her off, I did, with both hands. She was a bitch. Sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants, sometimes all it takes is her glance, soft and sweet and over her shoulder as she leaves the room in nothing but a short kimono swishing about her curves, around her silken self only the slight cleft of her oh-so-white ass peeking from beneath, winking at him, teasing, like love it do. Like it do. And sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants, sometimes all it takes is to have his arms wrapped around, about her, taking her in, getting under her skin, sliding within the folds of her soul, knowing that what he has to offer is accepted, with a kiss and a smile, like she may, like she do. And sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants, sometimes all it takes is to listen to what she has to say with a smile and a giggle and a tear and 1,000 broken hearts and the desire to wrap her in a blanket of care till gentle sobs become the quiet breath of sleep, warm and protected from that which, from those who may sneak into her dreams, the past, the future, the confusion, the path from way back till now, that can drive a person, that can spin the fool, a familiar game of blind man's bluff. Comme ci, comme ça, c'est bon, c'est mal. And sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants, sometimes all it takes is her shy look from within, such eyes deep and dark, soft and true, knowing like he do, that love has no clock, that lust has no age, that desire can sneak up on him, on them, jump out from behind the bush yelling boo, and the rocket in his pocket, it jumped too. Every time she walks by, every time that voice gives him a little hug. And sometimes all a guy needs, sometimes all a guy wants, sometimes all it takes is a willingness to take a chance, to place a bet, to slide all the chips into the middle, say, what the fuck, here's the quarter, buy himself a ticket, take the ride, just hang on and take the ride. Sometimes all it takes and all that.